Okay, we're on the air. We should be live momentarily. And we are live. Yo, what's guys doing? I'm about to do another live stream. And this one I'm currently by myself, so you guys can't see this. I'm gonna see if there's anybody on that I can invite into the party. I'll just invite the entire league in here. The Cup Series League. I might as well get Hunter in here as well. Okay. So anyways, guys, we are back here going at it again. Yet another stream. And in this one, we're going to be doing exactly what the title says. We're going to be creating a schedule for Season 2 of the NASCAR Coca-Cola Truck Series. And I'm streaming this because you guys on stream are going to be able to help influence its creation. And I'll be right back. I do got to go do a couple things. I am sorry about that. If anyone's on stream, let me know in chat. But I am back. And so you guys can see this. Let me just make sure my mic is working. Yep, my mic's working all fine. Is there anyone on? Nope. Okay. So yeah, guys, we are going to create the truck series schedule. I don't have anything to write it on, do I? Yes, I do, okay. Let me just grab that quick. Okay, so we are ready here to make the NASCAR Coca-Cola Truck Series Season 2 schedule. And this is being done now because there is actually a race tonight. But more into that later. So let's take a look at the tracks that are options. We have Atlanta, Bristol, Canadian Tire, Charlotte, Chicagoland, Daytona, Dover, Eldora, Gateway, Homestead, Miami, Iowa, Kansas, Kentucky, Las Vegas, Martinsville, Michigan, Loudon, Phoenix, Pocono, Talladega, and Texas. And then once we switch over to Heat 3, Loudon is going to be taken off of the schedule because that's not in that game. So, anyways, and let's take a look at the tracks that have multiple race dates. There's not many. It's Martinsville and Texas. Those are the only two that have 2 race dates in the truck series. For us to choose from. So we're going to start with the obvious, the Daytona 500, or I guess in here it's the Next Era Energy Resources 250 at Daytona. Very catchy name, I know. And then since we don't know how long we're going to be on Heat 2, we're going to try to get Loudon done and out of the way with early. And then we're going to go to something you wouldn't... Wait, how many tracks are there? I think there's 22, right? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So 21 tracks. So figure if we do a 20 race schedule, we're going to leave 1 track out. And I think that track we're leaving out is going to be Dega. No, not Dega. That track we're leaving out. See, I want to put Kentucky in there because I'm really bad at it. Vegas is fun in the truck series. I don't know, all these tracks are fun for the truck series. I have to keep Pocono on there because Kyle will throw a fit if I don't. So we're gonna go to every track once. Obviously minus 1 track. We gotta have like all these tracks really though like are fun and should be in here. I just don't think I can single out one that shouldn't. Other than Pocono and Dega, but like Pocono I gotta keep in because it's Kai's home track, and then Talladega's Talladega. I mean, you gotta have that in. You know? And like Atlanta, in season 1, Atlanta was the championship race. Here, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna make it Homestead to line up with real life with how they did it. I don't know, I guess I'll cut Kansas, bring it down to 15 races, try to get a bunch done, or try to get season 2 done before season 3 of the C Cup series is underway. So, if we do a 15 race schedule, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So we gotta cut 5 of them. We're cutting Charlotte. That's if we're keeping Atlanta, we're cutting Charlotte. That's fair. So let me actually make a, before I start making the actual schedule, I'm gonna just list off the tracks that we're gonna use. So we're definitely gonna use Atlanta, Bristol, Canadian Tire, Chicagoland, Daytona, Dover, Eldora, Gateway, Homestead, Iowa, Kentucky, Las Vegas, Martinsville, Michigan, Loudon, ISM, Pocono, Dega, Texas. So let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Gotta cut 4 more. See, I look at those and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mile-and-a-halves out of that. 6, sorry, because I'm not even counting Homestead. We're not making over 1/3 of the freaking schedule mile-and-a-halves. So we're gonna make cuts on Texas is out. I'm sorry, Kai, but I just don't think I can put Pocono on there, knowing that Pocono creates such a boring racing. Excuse me. Oh my God. Knowing that Pocono just creates such a boring racing, I can't. I just don't think that I can put it on there and expect it to be great. I mean, we got lucky with what we got in season 1 of the Truck Series at Pocono. And then it was a similar fiasco with. It's a very similar fiasco with Michigan. One of those two is definitely gone. Either Michigan or Pocono. I'm gonna keep Pocono on there for now, but Michigan's gone. So we're down to 17 tracks. Down to 17 tracks, 5 of them are mile-and-a-halves. We gotta get rid of another mile-and-a-half. And if we are, I turn my eyes towards Kentucky and Las Vegas. Now, this is why I wanted other people on stream. Sorry, you guys can't see this. But this is why I wanted people to actually come on the stream. Is because choices like this, I can't make this decision. Like, Kentucky I'm bad at, and that's kind of why I want to put it on there, because, like, I want to have a track that I'm not the best at, and that I want to have a couple races where I'm not going to dominate. Excuse me. Atlanta, I mean, all the mile-and-a-halves are pretty much anyone's guess. I mean, I'm pretty good at them still, but, like, I mean, Chicagoland. We have no idea what's going to happen there. Season 1 Truck Series. We didn't go to Chicagoland. Remember, when the Cup Series went to Chicagoland, we were at Canadian Tire for the trucks. I mean, Daytona. It's Daytona. Who knows? Dover. I mean, that might end up getting cut. I mean, that's like one of the ones that has the highest chance of being cut, but like, it's freaking Dover. What do you do? Eldora. Yeah, that's... I think Eldora has to stay on there. Eldora's gotta stay on there. Gateway does. They're just such unique tracks. I mean, all these tracks are very unique. Except for the mile and a half. Brings me back to Kentucky or Las Vegas. Let's look at how many night races we already have. 1, 2, 3, oh, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Kentucky would make 6 night races, whereas Vegas would make it 5. But then what about Atlanta, though? I mean, we've already cut Charlotte and Texas, which are basically carbon copies of Atlanta. What about Atlanta? I mean, how can we ignore that? I mean, Las Vegas is such a weird track because it's a mile and a half, but it's extremely flat. I mean, in comparison to all the other mile and a halves, Las Vegas is a flat track. Excuse me. Like, Vegas is a flat track in comparison to the rest of the mile and a halves. So, like, should we keep that on because it's that unique, or take it off to let on a track such as Kentucky, where you're basically running on the apron half the time, and corner entry is so unbelievably difficult to get right. But then what about Atlanta? A track that has a mix of both of those. I mean, in a way, Atlanta, turn 1 entry is so difficult because you're just coming out of that quad oval. I mean, there's so much opportunity to screw up there. Because, I mean, if you run high in the quad oval to get better entry into 1, you might not get that better entry because someone might drive under you. If you do go low in that quad oval to try to make sure no one can do that, and so that you have a good quad oval, then you might have bad entry to 1. Especially if someone's on your outside and you can't slide up the track far enough. Especially on those early runs before you get adjustments in. And once you get those adjustments in, though, you can run Atlanta flat out. You can pretty much run Vegas flat out after a while. I've never gotten so far in my adjustments at Kentucky to where I can run Kentucky flat out. That might be why Kentucky stays. And let's not forget Chicagoland either. I mean, that's such a unique track as well. Remember, we have 17 tracks still available. And of those, only 3 are super speedways. Daytona, Pocono, and Talladega. Pocono and Talladega in consideration of being taken off. Talladega, not anymore. And Pocono not really anymore, because now that I'm realizing we only have 3 super speedways, that's only 1/5 of the schedule. ISM has to stay on. That's just an iconic race track. Loudon's on. Iowa. It's freaking Iowa. That's what, 7/8 of a mile long? Yeah, 7/8 of a mile. Who's to say we don't take Iowa off the schedule in favor of a Kentucky or a Las Vegas? And then maybe also, and then what about Dover? Dover is such an awkward track. Because look at it, you wouldn't think that tracks like this would be, like Gateway, it's obvious that one corner is sharper than the other and the straightaways aren't parallel. But look at Bristol. It's the same situation. Look at Dover. It's the same situation. Like, who's to say that Dover isn't taken off? Like, that's such a difficult track on an already difficult schedule. I just don't see how we could keep Dover on and have another short track. Because, again, short tracks, which are stuff that rounds to 1 mile lower, there's Bristol, which is 1. Dover makes 2. Eldora makes 3. Gateway makes 4, because I'm counting that as a short track. Iowa makes 5. Loudon makes 6. And ISM makes 7. 7 short tracks, 5 mile-and-a-halves, and 3 plate track, and 3 super speedways. Plus a road course. And then plus something else that I'm forgetting about. Like, who's to say we don't take a couple of those short tracks off? And we're going to. And we're going to start with Dover. $16 tracks. 15 race schedule. There is no all-star race. The playoff format. What about the playoff format? How does that work? The playoff format is going to be... Actually, let me just put it on Homestead for a second. The playoff format is going to be 16... I think I'm going to make it 16-16. No. What am I talking about? 15 races, so... That's like 10-4-1... 7-6-1... 8-6-1... Wait, what? No. 8-5-1, rather. Yeah, 8-6-1. 8-6-1. Which would make it 7-7-1. 8-6-1, 9-5-1, 7-7-1. I think 8-6-1 or 9-5-1 is gonna be the way to go. Guys, if I go quiet for a moment in a bit, that's just because my controller died, so... Because it's really low right now. Oh, hey, we got someone on stream. What's up? We're down to 16 tracks, so I decided it's going to be a 15-race schedule. And I'm trying to decide what that last track to take off is. In fact, let me just leave it on Homestead while we're talking. Whoever's on stream, can you let me know who you are? I would like to know who this is that is on my stream. Can you please say something? My I'm sorry about that, guys. I just had to double check if my audio was free coming through the stream or not. Whoever's on stream, please put something in chat so I know who is here. Because I need your help trying to decide what this final track I'm going to take off is, especially if you're going to race in the truck series. Man, I'm sure you want to influence this decision. But yeah, right now, let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mile-and-a-half still in consideration. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 short tracks still in consideration. 1 road course and 1, 2, 3 super speedways. Those tracks are. I still have this person on stream, right? No, I don't. Crap! Why did they leave? Are you kidding me? Somebody they didn't just come onto my stream. Dislike. Literally, that happens all the time, guys. Literally, I just have people that come onto my stream, put a dislike. Okay, they didn't. But I literally have people that sometimes they just come onto my stream, give a dislike, and then they leave. It's ridiculous that people do that. And I'm pretty sure I had one stream that had like 7 dislikes because a bunch of people just came on and did that. But anyways, here's the tracks that are in consideration right now. We have Atlanta, Bristol, Canadian Tire, Chicagoland, Daytona, Eldora, Gateway, Homestead, Iowa, Kentucky, Las Vegas, Martinsville, Loudon, ISM, Pocono, and Talladega. Oh, we have someone back on stream. What's up? Maybe they just had to leave the stream for a moment. So yeah. Any of those tracks are just listed can make it. In fact, only one of those that I just listed is gonna miss. Definitely. I really want to take Pocono off. Like, we got super lucky in season 1 with having Pocono have such the exciting finish it did. But then, what about all the short tracks? There's too many short tracks. I think we can all agree on that. There's what, 7 right now? And one of them is a dirt track, one of them's barely a short track. I mean, who's to say we don't take the dirt track off? I mean, it's such an oddity in comparison to the rest of the schedule. Who's to say Eldora doesn't come off? What about Iowa? I mean, that's such an awkward track to race on. Martinsville, it's a paperclip. I mean, the tracks that are, in my opinion, at the most risk of being taken off right now are Pocono, Iowa, Eldora, Bristol, and Atlanta. So let's take each of those tracks for a second. Atlanta. Bristol. Eldora. Iowa. Pocono. I think it's gonna be Atlanta. I think Atlanta's gonna go. Because honestly, like, if we look at the other mile and a halves, Chicagoland, I mean, you can't replace Chicagoland. What's the next one? Homestead. That's gonna be the championship race. You can't replace Homestead. Kentucky is just so awkward, especially with turn 3, that you just gotta have it on there. That takes a lot of skill. And then Las Vegas is so flat that there's nothing you can replace that with. But if you look at all those tracks that I just said that I'm favoring over Atlanta right now, one thing's in common. With the exception of Homestead, all those other ones have a tri-oval. See, Chicagoland, on the front stretch, it just has one curve. Kentucky, one curve. Las Vegas, one curve. Homestead doesn't have one. Atlanta has 2. That's why I'm hesitant to take Atlanta off. If it weren't for that reason right there that I just said, Atlanta would be gone. If it weren't for the fact that Eldora was the only dirt track, it'd be gone. Okay, guys. So, literally, my mom just came over. And she's getting all pissy right now because I'm in the middle of streaming. She knows I'm in the middle of doing a stream. She probably knows what I'm doing because she probably got the notification earlier of what I'm streaming about. She probably knows that all. And despite all of that, she's still getting pissed off because I'm not going to get off, go make sure I'm dressed, and then go visit her parents. Like, excuse me, it's a day off and it's friggin', what, not even 9 o'clock in the morning? and I'm streaming, trying to do something actually important to me, anyway, and she's over there getting pissed off because I'm not gonna get off right now and go visit her parents, which she says I haven't seen in a while. Excuse me, I went over and visited them just like 2 weeks ago when I got my hair cut. Like, seriously. I visited them just a couple weeks ago. I'll visit them again soon. Probably sometime this weekend. Just not right now. And then she says, oh, well, you go visit your dad's parents. There's no problem with that, but what's the problem with visiting my parents? And I gotta turn my audio down. It's too loud. And it's like, it's not having a problem with visiting your parents. It's just that you ask me to do it at the most inconvenient times. Literally, she asks me to go visit them at the most inconvenient times. She knows I'm in the middle of streaming. She knows I'm in the middle of doing something. She can clearly see that. And she does not care. She does not care. And so she's pissy right now, and she had to go do something anyway, so she's not here. That's why I'm going off about this, guys. But she's doing whatever she's doing, being all pissy, because I am in the middle of streaming, so I'm not going to go visit her parents right this second. If I weren't streaming right now, I would have said, okay, I'll go. But I'm in the middle of streaming. And she knows that. So we're just going to run laps around Homestead. Get a bit of a change of scenery. While we... Do I have a setup? No, I don't. Okay. So I am on the default right now, guys. And for building this setup, I'm gonna use I'm gonna use pit road adjustments only, because that's what's gonna be allowed for the truck series. On Heat 3, it's gonna be pre-made and pit road adjustments. Or on Heat 2, it's pit road adjustments only, plus the default. So yeah, guys, anyways, I don't know what the final track I'm gonna take off is. I need you guys to decide that for me. If someone would friggin' come on to my stream. No, I have told people to get on my stream. I've been talking to Kai to get on my stream. I've invited everyone from the Cup Series plus Hunter into this party except for Patrick, who I'm inviting in here right now. Or I'm not, because he unfriended me again. Yep, he unfriended me again on his mom's account, which is great. Wow. So, wow, Endfinger just gave me no room. So I inside. Who cares about that, whoever that was. But I don't know. Guys, if someone doesn't get on my stream right now, I'm gonna have to make a decision and no one's gonna like it because I'm gonna pick either Atlanta, Pocono, or Iowa. If nobody comes on to my stream and helps me pick. Because I don't know what to pick here. Yeah, I need someone to get onto my stream and fucking help me make this decision. Or make this decision for me, whichever one. I don't care. At this point. I'm just sick of streaming and getting no one on my streams. It happens all the time. Almost every time I do a NASCAR stream that's not a league race, I get no one on and freaking whenever I am friggin' doing Fortnite, I usually get no one on my stream. I never got, and I only had like one stream back when I did the Rock Band streams, which I need to do more of. But when I did those, I never got anyone on the streams. Except for one, where I got a couple people on, but that's it. I'm just sick of streaming and not getting anybody on the streams. Especially when I'm doing something as important as what's going on right now. I mean, I've been streaming for 42 freaking minutes. And the only time someone's come on, what happened twice, they came onto the stream and immediately left. Like I can see right now, look, there's only one person and that's me. That's me, because I'm watching this on my phone to read chat. Well, that didn't show up for you guys, but basically, yeah, every time I hit PlayStation button twice, it shows in the top right corner on air, and then how many people are on stream and how many messages are. Yeah, there, see, it showed up for you guys right there for a brief moment. One person, that's me, and 2 messages. Both are from me. It's ridiculous. Let's go to Canadian Tire for a bit. Anyways, yeah, so Atlanta, Bristol, Canadian Tire, Chicagoland, Daytona, Eldora, Gateway, Homestead, Iowa, Kentucky, Las Vegas, Martinsville, Loudon, Isaac, Pocono, Talladega. See, this isn't even the hard part. This is just deciding what tracks are going to be on it. Not even where they're going to be. guys, I think it's going to be Iowa that's going to be cut. Honestly, I think it's going to be Iowa to be cut. I mean, I don't want Iowa to be cut, but it's pretty much either that. Pretty much either that or a mile and a half. Which comes down to the question of Kentucky or Las Vegas or Atlanta. Which one of those goes? I mean, Canadian Tire has to stay on because it's the only road course. I forgot how to drive road courses. Yeah, you take a right, not a left. Forgot about that. Canadian Internal or no balls, guys. That's my challenge to you guys. Do the Canadian Internal or no balls. If you don't do it, then you have no balls. Okay, anyways. So, yeah, I mean, let's take a look at those 4 tracks. Just quickly analyze like what they are. Atlanta, you basically are trying to get a good quad oval. You have to go up the racetrack and then go back down to have a good entry to 1. And then for exit 2, you got to get the power down at just the right spot early on in the race. Later in the race, you just run it flat out. But you still got to go up the racetrack at the right spot. And at 3 and 4, it's kind of the same thing. It's just the entry's not as difficult because you're coming on from a straightaway. But the exit's more difficult though, because like if you stay low, you're not going to get as much of a run off the corner, but you are going to have potentially a better quad oval, but not by much. Whereas you're going to get a better exit, but not by much if you go up the track, but you'll have a worse quad oval, but not by much. And I cannot drive right now. If you like do that, so yeah. Kentucky, you have to be like either on the apron or white on that yellow line, right on the yellow line. Those are your options going through the tri-oval. And then you're going to dive it into 1. You're going to actually have to start pretty high, dive into 1, hit the apron, stay tight to the apron, and then go up the racetrack late to get a good run off of 2. And then going into 3, I still have no idea what to do, but then you got to get the power down just right coming out of 4. So you slide up to the middle of the track, and then you could go back down to wherever you were going to go. So anyways, there is all of that. So, yeah, and then here at Las Vegas, you're actually going to be able to see it while I'm doing it. On the apron, going into 1, you got to slide up the racetrack. This would be the first run. Throw it into 1, or out of the gas, on the brake, feather in the gas, and then you hook it right down onto that white line, and go up the racetrack, get that run off the corner. Going into 3, you're going to enter late, feather the gas a couple times, and just plow it. Coming out of the corner, go high, get that run off. Then you're going to go way back down low. Yeah, guys, this is a good track. Like, I've underestimated it all this time. Like, it's actually a really good track. Yeah, and then we all know what's going on with Iowa. Just hook the bottom. But I'm gonna be honest, I feel like Kentucky is gonna be the track that's gonna have to go. But I don't want it to. I don't know what to pick. And whoever's on stream right now, put something in chat. And you're a good person. Because I need your help with creating this schedule. Because I don't know what to put in this final spot. Because I haven't even started making the actual schedule itself yet. And you are an asshole, whoever that was. There was someone on my stream, they came on, and immediately they got off the stream. That is ridiculous. That is the third time this stream someone's done that, and I hate that. I hate that. Hate it so much. Oh, guys, yes, I know I suck so much at Kentucky. That's why I want to put it on. So I want to have a couple races where I'm not going to do too hot. Namely Kentucky, Gateway, Iowa, Daytona, Talladega. Yeah. So yeah, guys, this what I'm doing here. This is what I've learned to do. Turn 3. I'm still trying to figure out how to enter it. I guess that's how. But this track's even more flat than Las Vegas, actually. So yeah, this is Kentucky. See, after all that looking back, guys, it's probably going to be Iowa to be gone. No one comes on my stream, gives me a reason why Iowa should stay on, and it's gone from season 2. So let's take a look at this track. This track is so unbelievably short. So look, I'm pretty much already up to speed. Whoa, my earbud fell out. Or earbuds, rather. Both of them did. Okay, so yeah, you're not actually supposed to run the bottom on the front stretch. I just want to point that out right now. I know it's curved run stretch, but you're not supposed to run the bottom, and that horrible entry I had to 1, that's why. And look, guys, I'm on the outside of Snyder right here. Look. No outside groove. Look, I'll try it again. But look, no outside groove at this track. You can't even run the outside without hitting the wall. That's the thing. Just try running the outside and not hitting the wall. Look at that, guys. No outside groove whatsoever. The only way at this track you can pass is get under and do a slide job. And even then, look, people, if you try to get in front of them, they can pull a crossover, give you the bump and run. And now look right here. I'm stuck where I am. Can't move anywhere. So I have to lose 3 positions because I'm stuck on the outside. My controller died at the best time. So yeah, guys, the fact that there's no outside groove at Iowa is the reason why that's the most likely track to be taken off. I mean, Martinsville, there's no outside groove. Okay. Atlanta, there's an outside groove. Bristol, there's an outside groove. Canadian Tire, it's a road course. Not meant to be one. Chicagoland, there's likely an outside groove. Daytona, it's a plate track. It's a plate track. There's not supposed to be an outside groove. Eldora, there is an outside groove at Eldora. I know it doesn't seem like it, but Eldora has an outside groove, which is actually the preferred lane. But you can work the inside as well. Gateway, okay, I'll give you that, but like, it's freaking Gateway. It's the only. Kai, I need your help. I have been stuck for the past like half hour trying to decide which of 16 tracks is the last to be taken off. I'm making the Truck Series schedule right now. That's what I'm working on. And been working on for like an hour and a half.
You didn't decide that after the hell?
I told you to get on my stream because that's what I'm streaming. I was gonna have people in the chat help decide it with me, but literally every time someone's
I didn't have Wi-Fi.
Well, I didn't know that. But yeah, I haven't even started making the actual schedule itself yet. I'm just trying to decide what tracks are on it. I'm still on that because it's such a hard decision with this last spot.
Okay, what tracks do you know are not on?
I have already taken out, hold on, in alphabetical order, Charlotte, Dover, Kansas, Michigan, and Texas are the tracks I've taken out so far. Those 5.
So you had fun at Vegas.
Yeah, I'm actually liking Vegas and Kentucky. Iowa is the one that was about to be taken off before you came in here, because
oh hell no.
The only reason is because there is no outside groove. There is no outside groove. You run the outside lane. I had an example where I was on the outside of, I think it was Matt Snyder, someone. No, Regan Smith, I was on the outside of, and right behind us were Matt Kraft and Chase Briscoe side by side. I had to go behind all 3 of them because I was stuck on the outside.
Well, what's the other track you're debating between?
That and Atlanta.
Come on, why are you making my life so much harder?
I mean, every track has a shot at being taken off. In fact, Pocono was almost the first one gone.
Oh, if you've taken that off along with Atlanta or along with
No,
Atlanta and
only
Iowa,
one
I
more.
would've been
Only
pissed.
one more gets taken off though.
Yeah, and Pocono's
gonna be
definitely on, right?
Pocono's probably is because even if Pocono, Talladega, and Daytona stay on, that's only 1/5 of the schedule at a super speedway. I realized that, which is why Pocono's being on definitely. Same with Dega and Daytona.
So, am I having the final say in what happens? With
Not having the
schedule?
final say, but you're having like
no, I mean like
more
what makes
say
the
than
final,
anyone
what's the final
else.
track?
Yeah,
I mean,
you're
what's the
having much more say than anybody else.
Are
Because
you
you're
telling me
actually showing up.
I have to decide what I want to be on?
I'm saying I want
Atlanta?
your input on which of the other 16 should be taken off. Do you want to hear what all 16 are?
No. Just out of these two, I'll give you a reason why I think they should and shouldn't be on the schedule. I think Atlanta should be on because it is a fun track that does have multiple that you can run the middle, high, or low lane, and it is and we have had fun there. Most times we've went to Atlanta in at least the truck series, and it is a very track, and it is a different track than most mile and a halves. The only other track that's different from most mile and a halves is Homestead,
which is going to be the championship race.
And we all know how that goes.
I decided that at the start.
And so that leaves Atlanta as the only other the only other mile and a half that has 4 extra miles. And I think it's very unique and it wears out tires easily to make a fun track.
Thousandths or hundredths of a mile.
Hundredths of a mile.
Also, I want to point out that I was actually 7/8 of a mile.
Wow. And I think it's a fun track because it also wears out your tires and it gives more of a chance for everyone, people to.
Why should Iowa be on?
Iowa should be on because though it may be a one groove track, if you have the rights, if you can get your truck right throughout the race, it is a very, very fun track to go around. And it is hard to make a pass on the outside lane. However, I have done it before. I think what you need to do is just keep your groove when you're doing that. I think it should be on the schedule because it is a track that it can be enjoyed.
You want to know? You want to know why? You want to know why that and one other short track are in consideration for being taken off as well? That I haven't mentioned yet. Is because if you count Gateway as a short track, which is the other one that's in consideration, there are 7 short tracks.
Taken off.
If you count Gateway,
I'm not doing Gateway.
I was saying Gateway because you know the curbing that's on the inside.
Yeah.
What 2 tracks in the truck series have that? Gateway and Canadian Tire. That's it. None of the others have that.
I don't really think we should have Gateway. I'll give you a reason why if you need it.
Okay, and why?
I don't think we need Gateway because, as you said, we have some short tracks on there, like Bristol, like Martinsville.
Bristol, Eldora, Gateway, Iowa, Martinsville, Loudon, ISM.
Like ISM, like Eldora.
And Eldora didn't want to take off because it's the only dirt track. Gateway also is like a carbon copy of Darlington, so.
Anyway, so I don't think we should have Gateway because though it may be a track where you can run kind of anywhere, it is a very hard track, and it's not that why. That's not why, but the track is very hard to get around, and I do believe that some people will struggle, and it's not going to be as fun as I think it will for every driver. So I'm taking consideration of other people.
Would it make you feel better that if we ran Gateway, there's no wall baiting this time?
There's what?
If we ran Gateway, there is no wall baiting. It would be no wall baiting.
That would make me feel worse.
Why? Everyone hated the Gateway race in season 1 because of wall baiting.
I don't think it wasn't. To me, it's just not a fun track. I'm sorry, it's not to me.
So
if it was up to me, I would put Atlanta over Iowa. My 2 favorite tracks.
Gateway's out.
Yeah, Gateway's out. So it's between Iowa and Atlanta.
That was the last one to be out, Kai.
Oh, so Iowa and Atlanta made it?
Yeah.
Oh.
So then it's the actual schedule in these now, which this should not take nearly as long. The only difficult part is going to be deciding, is it going to be 8-6-1 or 9-5-1 for regular season playoffs champ? 8-6-1 or 9-5-1?
I want to do 8-6-1 personally.
Okay,
I think it makes
8-6-1. I already decided Daytona Loudon would be first too.
I don't care about that. I just want, it's just right where playoffs are. I want to have.
And then we're gonna go to Kentucky. Third race of the season. Hey, I suck at Kentucky, to be fair.
Wait, why did Patrick unfriend me?
I don't know, he unfriended me too. It's whatever.
No, like. Ryan left his PS4 on again.
Again, he does every night. We should expect that. Oh, by the way, Pocono is going to be 4th race.
Oh, okay. Well,
it's being downgraded. It's being downgraded from the playoff race.
I don't care. I want it on the schedule. It's my home track in a way.
Atlanta is being downgraded from the championship race to the 5th race of the regular season. And then we're going to go to Bristol.
Oh God. Wait, can you imagine that? Just going from a big track like Daytona to 2 kind of small tracks like Kentucky and Loudon, and Loudon and Kentucky, and then you head
to Pocono.
And then you come all the way back down to the second shortest track on the circuit with Bristol.
And ISM is still going to be the cutoff race, so we have one between Bristol and ISM. Yeah, we have to decide on.
Every single league that we're gonna run has to have ISM as a cutoff.
Yeah.
Because we can't keep the championship race throughout flow. So
I think I'm going to put
Rickman.
And I know Richmond. The trucks don't even go to Richmond.
I didn't say Richmond. I said Rickman.
Oh.
Do you know what Rickman Raceway is? Have you ever heard of Rickman Raceway? Okay. Of course you get off. Pesos.
Okay, I'm back. So, I think I'm gonna put Talladega in this spot.
Peace off.
So now, we're into the playoffs. And there's gonna be no super speedways in the playoffs. You realize that, right? It's gonna be mile-and-a-half and short track.
I thought ISM was the cutoff.
No, it's Bristol, Talladega, ISM.
Oh.
That's hilarious. No. And then we're gonna guess what we're gonna start the playoffs with.
Oh God.
What do they start it with in real life?
They start it. No.
Canadian Tire. And then we're gonna go to Chicagoland. No, we're gonna go to Chicagoland next.
Wait, I know where we should put Vegas.
Not the cutoff. We should make Martinsville the cutoff again.
Yes.
No, after Chicagoland, we're gonna Chicagoland, Iowa.
I was thinking Vegas, then Martinsville, then Homestead. It's the final 3 races.
After Iowa, Eldora.
So you agree with me?
And then Las Vegas, and then Martinsville, and then
so you agree with me?
The championship race at Homestead Miami Speedway.
Wait, did they go to Indy?
Nope.
That's weird. It's a big track. I would assume they go to Indy.
So yeah, that's the official schedule for season 2. All locked in.
Is it just me, or do you find it a little weird they don't go to Indy?
Yeah, that is strange.
Like I understand they don't go to Watkins Glen. I even understand the fact that they don't go to whatchamacallit. What's the track again? I understand they don't go to Richmond, but they go to Bristol So they can go to Martinsville, but they can't go to Indy.
What kind of psychological?
Stop stealing my line.
Well,
Vegas is exactly 1.5. Kentucky is exactly 1.5. So is Kansas. Iowa's 0.875. Homestead's 1.5 exactly. Gateway's 1.25. Eldora's 0.5. So, wait, actually, I think it's the shortest track on the circuit. Yeah, it's shorter than Martinsville.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it is.
Is it?
Yeah, it is, because it's 0.5. Martinsville is 0.5 flat, and then 0.526 is Martinsville.
Oh, damn.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Okay, so here's how it's looking right now. So we have, in the regular season, 3 super speedways, 3 short tracks, and 2 mile-and-a-halves. In the playoffs, we have 1 road course, 2 mile-and-a-halves, 2 short tracks, and a dirt track. And then the championship race is at 1.5 miles.
Dover's 1, Daytona 2.5.
Okay, I'm ending the stream here. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see